With an important rift that has captured the public's interest, Prince Harry and Prince William's relationship has emerged as one of the most talked about subjects in recent years. Their dynamic illustrates not only family conflicts but also the intricacies of modern-day royal life, stemming from personal struggles, divergent values, and outside influences. In this video, we will go through 7 key points that outline the evolution of this divide. Number 7. Childhood bonds. The relationship between Prince Harry and Prince William was developed following the untimely death of their mother, Princess Diana, in 1997. As they processed their grief together in the spotlight, their shared trauma first forged a close but distinct bond. They had a childhood full of royal duties growing up in Kensington Palace, but they also found comfort in each other's company in private. Playful experiences like skiing vacations and family vacations shaped their early years and cemented their bond. But as they entered adolescence and maturity, the demands of living as royalty started to catch up with them. William was raised from an early age with a sense of duty and responsibility that frequently took precedence over personal desires because he was the elder and heir to the throne. Harry, on the other hand, suffered from inferiority complexes and the idea that he was the heir's spare, because Harry tried to forge his own identity outside the bounds of royal expectations, and William accepted his royal duties. This dynamic led to a sense of rivalry and resentment. The way their paths diverged started to plant the seeds of tension that would eventually explode when they faced adult challenges. Number 6. Meghan Markle's impact. Meghan Markle's arrival into Harry's life in 2016 was a turning point that profoundly affected his bond with William. Harry found in Meghan a partner who shared his values of compassion, activism, and a desire for authenticity. Their romance was marked by excitement and passion. But William's worries about Meghan were really a protective instinct based on his royal family experiences. He was concerned that Harry was entering a serious relationship too soon, without fully appreciating the difficulties and demands that come with marrying into the royal family. This led to a pivotal discussion in which William suggested that Harry take things slow, a suggestion that Harry took to be patronizing and insensitive to his emotions. Harry became more protective of Meghan as a result of the unrelenting media attention and unfavorable press coverage, which increased the tension. His frustration with the royal family's perceived lack of support for Meghan during this difficult period grew. Deeper rifts in their relationship were revealed by the brothers' divergent views on family loyalty, Harry's pursuit of personal happiness versus William's adherence to tradition, and these rifts would only deepen as they navigated this new chapter. Number 5. Stepping back from royal duties. When Harry and Meghan declared in January 2020 that they were going to leave their royal responsibilities and pursue financial independence in North America, the division took a sharp turn for the worse. William and other royal family members were taken aback by this shocking revelation, which left them feeling deceived and let down. Strong strain was placed on family ties as a result of the decision, which was perceived as a rejection of royal duties that had been maintained for generations. William saw this as a painful break from his duty and commitment to family loyalty. He felt taken aback by what he saw as an arbitrary decision made without adequate deliberation or thought for how it would affect the public's perception of the royal family. This decision had a cascading effect on the institution, resulting in public declarations that alluded to underlying pain among family members struggling to adjust to this new reality in the absence of mutual understanding or communication. Not only did Harry and Meghan's lives undergo a dramatic change during this time, but the monarchy also had to adjust to contemporary expectations of individual liberty versus institutional duty. Number 4. Media scrutiny. Harry has been especially outspoken about how his relationships with William and other members of the royal family have been impacted by the constant media attention. He is talked of feeling imprisoned in a system where tabloids, hungry for dramatic tales that frequently distort reality for the general public, examine every move. Harry has become more suspicious and paranoid as a result of the continuous attention he receives. He feels that media representations of them worsen family conflicts and encourage rumors about them in the public eye. His anger reached a breaking point when he saw firsthand how damaging narratives could be to relationships within the family as well as to individuals, as Meghan had experienced with intrusive press coverage. William prefers to stay out of media controversies, thinking that discretion is important, but Harry feels driven to take on these difficulties head-on in an attempt to safeguard his family's reputation and privacy. Their differing methods have caused a great deal of friction between them as they manage their positions in a society where public opinion shapes institutions in a way that undermines trust due to outside influences. Number 3. Differing approaches to media. Harry and William's divergent strategies for interacting with the media have come to represent their larger differences about responsibility and individual preference within the royal family. William has always taken a more conventional royal stance, preferring to remain discreet and keep a safe distance from public disputes, in the hopes of shielding the institution he represents and himself from any scandal or backlash. He frequently approaches media interaction from a position of duty to him. Preserving the monarchy's reputation requires preserving a favorable public image. Harry, on the other hand, has taken a more accommodative posture toward the media, aggressively disputing stories that he believes to be false or damaging and fighting for the right to privacy. This is especially important in light of Meghan's experiences with intrusive press coverage, which contributed to her and Harry's mental health issues. He believes that in addition to protecting his family's health, taking the initiative will allow him to maintain control over their story even in the face of constant criticism. The brothers' fundamentally different approaches have caused conflict. Although William may consider Harry's actions to be careless or detrimental to the monarchy's reputation, Harry views them as necessary to uphold the dignity and independence of his family. Number 2. Ongoing estrangement. According to reports as of 2024, there has been no progress in mending the estrangement between Harry and William, despite several attempts at reconciliation through talks or get-together with family. Their tense relationship has frequently been brought up in public. There have been several instances where they have avoided each other during important occasions or looked obviously uncomfortable in each other's company, for example, at memorial services or public events where family unity is customarily expected. This persistent tension points to underlying problems that haven't been resolved by honest communication or understanding between them. Experts point out that both brothers are juggling a range of complicated emotions, including grief over their mother's passing, feelings of betrayal over each other's decisions, and conflicting perspectives on what it means to be a member of the royal family in the face of shifting social norms. These factors further complicate any attempts at reconciliation. Their apparent disunity at important family get-together begs the question of whether they can work through their differences and find common ground, or if their divergent paths, shaped more by their own experiences than by their family, will cause the rift to widen even further. Number 1. Public interest. The worldwide public is enthralled with the ongoing dispute between Prince Harry and Prince William because of its dramatic quality and relatable themes of familial strife combined with individual decision that defies social expectations. Beyond royal circles where tradition reigns supreme, their story is particularly compelling because it resonates deeply with many people who struggle with similar issues within their own families, balancing loyalty versus independence or duty versus happiness. However, their story also confronts contemporary challenges head-on. Their experiences spark discussions about modern monarchy dynamics in an era dominated by social media influence over public perception. As both brothers navigate their respective roles within an evolving monarchy, while navigating personal challenges, including mental health advocacy efforts stemming from past traumas. They also highlight how deeply personal narratives can intersect with larger cultural conversations about identity formation amid institutional constraints imposed by heritage legacies passed down through generations before them. These specifics shed more light on every factor that has contributed to the division between Prince William and Prince Harry, highlighting the complexity of the issue within both intimate personal relationships and larger social contexts. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.